So we commence our first projects. So we get public class from one skeleton by double clicking on the form UI. So we then move on to defining the number of columns which are supposed to be in our data grid view. So data grid view one dot column count equals to means that there should be two columns. Data grid view one dot column index zero dot name equals item, which means the name of the first column should be item and that of the second should be price. So we then add rows to the table, to the data grid view table. Data grid view one dot rows dot add up 5.99 means we are adding a row which has values apple and 5.99, the apple being the name and the 5.99 being in the column of the price. So same applies to the banana and 3.25, orange and 7.50, grapes and 6.1. So we further move on to the next stage and we get the skeleton of button one underscore click by double clicking on the button. So we declare a variable name max value and charge data type double, and it is set to double dot min value, which is it is set to the minimum value. So the for loop lives through each row in the data grid view table. So if not dot is new row, then so if the row is not part of the row or has no value in it, or it is a new row with no value, then we ignore it. So this portion analysis, we is not, we ignore it. So we move on to declaring a variable name as val, and it has data type string. So name val as string equals row dot self price dot value dot to string. So this variable extracts all the values of the price column. If it's numeric val, then if it's numeric val, then num as double is equal to convert to double. So in this case, the data type for our val variable is a string. So this block of code converts it to a double. So so if it's numeric val, so we declare a variable known as num, and this tells data type double, and we assign it to the val variable. But in this case, the val variable is converted to double, which is floating point. Initially, it was a string, but now it is a double. That's a double data type. So if num is greater than the max value, if num is greater than the max value, the max value is equal to num, meaning that we are looking through all our rows. So let's say we have three numbers, 1, 2, 3. We look through the first row, the maximum value was 1. We look through the second row, the maximum value was 2. We compare that 2 to 1 and we get to know that the 2 is greater than 1. But since we have three rows, there should be another looping again. So we loop through again, we get to know that the third value is 3, which is greater than the 2. So same concept applies to this. So if num is greater than max value, then max value is equal to what? Num. And the answer is being displayed in the text box 1.text, which is equal to max value dot string. So we take a look at the UI. So let's take a look at the UI. We have 5.99, 3.25, 7.50, and 6.1. We know that the maximum value is 7.50. So let's click on our mouse. We get the 7.5. So that's all for this video. Thank you.